not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast. This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast. This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast, but it's a broadcast on IG and YouTube to make y'all laugh. To make y'all laugh. And some real life shit to make y'all laugh.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Holly Bugs.
It's your boy Watts. It's your boy Grizzly Green.
And this is not a podcast.
Let's go. Let's go. It's tonight we got our guest, Mr. Wonderful in the building. Mr. Wonderful. What up, bro? LESO, you heard? Stay for the house, you heard? Six Borough, you already know, man. Of course. My man Fu put send the message. I'm like, yo, man, you gotta get you up here as soon as possible, man. Appreciate you coming through, man.
For real, man. Reaching out, right? Everything was timing, right?
Facts, man.
See, y'all
A little closer, yeah.
Y'all working, I'm back working, right? So everything be timing.
Facts, man. Appreciate it.
And y'all stay following up too.
You already know, my man. Appreciate that,
of course,
man.
for real.
We ain't playing no games here, man. We on it.
Let's do it.
So how we usually start the show is, for the viewers not familiar with you, just tell us a little bit about you, like where you're from, what you got going on.
All right, so right now, you already know, it's your boy Mr. WonderFu from the Low East Side of Manhattan. Shout out to everybody from the Low East Side, right? From Compost back to Smith and everything in between. So
let's go.
You already know, started doing this music stuff seriously in about 99, 2000, right? Had some success, some ups, some downs. Fell back from the music for a little bit, but a couple of things got me back active, and we glad to be active, right? Who is Mr. Wonderful?
My man back. That's what it is, man. Who is Mr. Wonderful?
Right.
You heard? So, I think that's a perfect segment into it. Who is Mr. Wonderful, right? So you from the Lower, man. I know you from back in the day. We used to play ball together, basketball.
You just bust his ass, right?
I wasn't good.
Come on.
Right? That's why I started writing rhymes. That's why I started writing rhymes.
One thing about them, they gonna talk shit the whole time.
They ain't gonna give you yours.
Nah, man. These are my friends, bro. But
you ran with a solid squad.
You would never believe it.
They had a solid squad.
Exactly, man.
Aaron, they had a solid squad. They had a solid squad.
Yeah, so I know you play ball, whatever. How did you get into music? In the beginning, essence, what got you into music?
So honestly, for me, the first thing that actually got me into music was 6th grade. Me and my man Joaquin Knight, may he rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Me and him had performed How High on the 6th grade trip.
Okay, let's go.
Right, he was Redman, I was Method Man, and it was just dope. Right, we had the whole bus captivated. Yeah, and I was like, yo, I want to be a rapper. Right, so dope. Just always performed other artists' music until I used to ask one of my cousins to write my rhymes, and he would always tell me he would, but he never did. And then one day he was like, yo, write your own rhymes. Right. And I was like, oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Why not?
Write my own rhymes.
Might as well, right?
And so I started, writing my own rhymes, and naturally made my bones when it wasn't more so, right, battle rappers, but you was just battling.
Like in a cypher.
Right, so had some dope battles out there in the streets.
Drag on.
My first success with music, right, was actually me and Juelz Santana. We was actually in high school together, right? I remember when he got the deal with Cam. It was like a dope moment because he was a part of a different crew, and we all knew about that, whoever was in school, so that was dope, right? And then when he got with Cam, the school was like, oh wow.
Shit. Wow. Yeah, you really
That's
on.
Fire. You on.
That was Seward?
Yeah, that was when he was in Seward.
Yeah.
Right, so seeing somebody, I was like, yo.
And then young, going
and we used to cypher in class, never really battling, right? But always ciphering, right? Just sharpening. He from Harlem, I'm from the Lower, repping hard. So, so that was dope. And y'all brought up Drag On. So around 2000, we got a team in the Rucker. And our team is playing Rough Riders.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Right? So, like I said, the game is a little bit different right now. Mm-hmm. It could be 20 rappers outside, nobody's ciphering, nobody's battling.
Ain't that crazy?
I don't know what's going on.
I hate to say it,
right? But even when I seen him, I give him his props, like, oh, snap, you Drag On. But right after that, it was like, yo, but let's battle, though.
I got some bars.
Let's exchange.
And it's respectfully. It's like
respectfully,
that.
Right? Nothing crazy.
But
and that was expected back in the day.
And that's how it went. And he spit balls, and it got crazy out there. So, and then again, battling Jin.
Okay.
Same way, right? Bumped into him in the Lower East Side on Pitt Street.
Okay.
And I'm like, you fire, dope, right? But I'm unsigned. So anybody I see is
everybody can get it. Right?
Everybody got it, right? Because I'm unsigned. All of y'all is where I'm trying to get to.
Right.
So I gotta just let everybody know, like it's up.
That's fine. That's dope too, because like some people, they get shy. You know what I'm saying?
That hustle.
Or timid is like,
True,
you see that person, you just like, oh shit, I seen him, but it's like, nah, whatever. You want some shit like, listen, man, you a good rapper, I respect it, but I got some bars too.
I'm here to take your neck
You know what I'm
off.
saying?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? I want to let you know I got some
Especially
shit
at
too.
that time, right?
yeah.
Like,
That was a wonderful time.
you gotta
too.
understand
Oh,
at
man.
that time, artists around my age, Memphis Bleak was the bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you like, so you asking your dudes around you, like, yo, am I better than Bleak, right? Am I better than Santana? Am I better than J Hood? Am I better than Dragon, right? Like, these people was
The
who you
spitters
was
at
trying
that
to
time.
be better than.
Right.
But I didn't know for me, and this is not from away from them, I didn't know I was the guy.
Right.
I was the Cam out of my crew.
Copy.
You the Hove of the, but my whole thing was, but nobody tells you that, right?
Yeah,
Nobody say, yo, you the guy.
Right.
So I always looked at that like, nah, I gotta be better than Bleak and
right.
Hood, not knowing like, nah, your guys gotta be better than them,
Right,
and you gotta be better than them.
Number one, yeah.
Right? So it was always a dope perspective how I looked at myself, right? These are my peers.
Yeah.
Definitely haven't had the success of many of the guys we're gonna speak about, but I definitely got the hours in that you're supposed to have to be a professional
Of
rapper.
course. There
Yo,
we go.
Right?
And that
I got my 10,000 in.
Yeah.
Yo,
Facts.
and that era was kind of like a tricky era because the early 90s, it was, you had to like really be out there for people to hear your music, right?
Out there for
the
real, for real.
2000s
Yeah.
was kind of like viral, but
social media,
still it was faster to know the people.
Right.
So that was the time to do it.
Right. Like, you gotta
know what I'm
really
saying?
be outside. It's
You
not
gotta
like
be outside
You
to
can't
do it.
send
In
a
those
track
2000s, you
yeah.
had to be
Pull
You
up
had
to
to
them.
be putting in that work.
right. So even like I said, never reached that success. So at one point in time, I'm running around with PMD. Shout out to EPMD, the whole hit squad. And as he's dropping off some press up at the source, Santana seeing it like, yo, that's my boy from high school, right?
Damn, that's fire.
Always been love. And one thing about this hip hop stuff, it could always be love. But if I'm not doing music, there's really no reason for y'all to even have me on the podcast.
Right.
So that's what I had to start realizing too. Like, everybody could be cool with you and show you love, but if you ain't doing music,
It's a product.
right? Like,
Oh, a product,
There's
yeah,
no
right.
reason.
There's a
no.
product attached
and
to
this
it.
is what I'm starting to realize, and that's why we back active and back outside.
let's fucking go.
Who is Mr.
Who is
Wonderful?
Mr. Wonderful?
Y'all
You heard?
figuring it out right now.
Yeah, facts.
Right. And we having a good time. Right. We got the event April 12th.
Okay.
The
April
Rose
12th.
NYC. Please pull up New York City, right? Your
this
boy
right?
gonna be in red form,
There you go.
right? That's
Put it
one
right
side
here.
of the flyer. The other side got the event, right?
I
We
gotta
two
put it
siding out here, and
You heard?
it's gonna be some other dope artists, DJs, producers, but you already know monthly events is back active, so tap in.
Make sure you check in, man.
Yes.
Facts for sure, man. My man came through with the flyers. He got the liquor.
Oh yeah.
Tell
We
him
got
about the liquor. Better brand. You the brand ambassador.
Man. So this is bigger than being a brand ambassador.
Okay.
Let's go.
This is somebody that been around me for the last 25, 30 years of my life. Shout out to my guy, Big Mike. He's over there in
Shout out Big
Vietnam.
Mike. Shout out to Big Mike.
Right, and when he
Vietnam.
left over there, he ain't leave with a plan to do any of this. Right? But he started a distillery over there. And if I want to get it shaken in New York, it's on me to get it shaken in New York. Ain't no handouts whether we know you or don't know
Facts,
you.
right.
Same thing we was just talking about,
yeah,
right?
you gotta put in
I
that
got
work.
the
Earn it.
brand full now, God. Get it shaken.
go,
So
yeah.
and it's on me to get it shaken. So
let the viewers know, what is it called? What is it called?
right, this is Varadi, and this is the cream de cacao. Right, this is good for all your chocolate mixtures. Right,
like a Kahlua type shit.
right, like a Kahlua, right. But
Okay.
you know, our ABV is at 29%. All original ingredients. Right, so definitely tap in, and is strong enough that we gonna bust it down straight. Also, right.
Let's go.
And you know, you can pair it with certain foods and things like that. So April 12th, definitely pop out because we definitely gonna have it on full blast, tasting, pairing it with different foods and things of that nature. And this is our cream de coconut, right? The summer's here. So we
Summer's
got
here.
the cacao, we got the coconut. And again, this is not like you tasting coconuts. Again, this is our is 70%, so this is 30% on the ABV. And these are summertime drinks, summertime mixtures.
Yeah, it's around the corner right
These
now.
are great
Facts.
for all your martinis, margaritas. And we're gonna be doing a lot of activations with VDD. So sponsoring parties, sponsoring others, right? I definitely want to get a QR code set up here.
Fire.
So
Got it. We set
but
it up.
it's a lot of things happening, and these things don't happen if you're not working, right?
That's what's
you
all
just
about.
gotta be working. The album's out exclusively on YouTube, right? I'm one person, so you can have it on every DSP that you want. But we all hear the horror stories, so before I go through that, let me be able to control what I'm doing, at least see what I'm doing.
See true numbers.
Right? We all see, no matter how much we try to be everywhere, because coming up, you do need to be everywhere, but ABC is popping because they just got ABC, right? Channel 5 is just Channel 5, so you're going to have to pick somewhere and pick a side,
go there,
right? You're going to have to pick a side. So me, I chose to say, you know what? We throwing it on YouTube.
Shout out to
I'm
YouTube.
familiar there, right? We familiar there.
YouTube is definitely
learned a lot there. So
100%.
It's exclusively on YouTube. Who is Mr. Wonderful? 7 songs of nothing but goodness. Some dope producers. Whole project was done, by me on the vocal wise. But even though it's independent just mean ownership. It don't mean you was Dodo,
did it alone,
right?
yeah.
I'm not the engineer on there. I'm not the producer. So. Like I said, I don't make that, right? I don't own the Rose NYC, but these are all people that just believe in the independent vision and what we're trying to build over here with Mr. Wonderful's Corner and everything about it.
Salute to that, man.
Every brand has people behind them. Every successful person has people behind them, independent
100%.
or not.
As much as you want to do it by yourself, you always need a team.
And that's what we're in the process of putting together, right? A solid team. So for me, every project is to get bigger and better. We all want to go viral, right? I want to do this, I want to do that, but I know there's steps to everything.
Right.
Putting out an independent project with PMD, I seen that process of, right, I just put out my first project. Let's try to get on 3 podcasts, do like 3 shows,
Right.
and then we get to the next project, and now we try to get on 6 podcasts, and right. So it's just about keep building out your infrastructure. So I don't need everything to happen like this, right?
But when you do pop off, don't forget us, so.
Nah,
You already know, but not a podcast.
And this is the beauty about, I'm in everybody's DMs, right? And it's not about holding grudges. It's not about none of that. It's people that
You
you're trying to find people that believe in you, right? Your idea, your vision is just like, right, y'all consistency.
Right.
People that just believe in the vision, like, yo, this is what we're doing. So, and everybody's busy, right? That's the biggest difference between then and now. Before the videographer was down to be the video. Now he got his own business, own brand, and right. So, and I respect it all. People tell you I'm in everybody's DM, and I respect everything. I don't take nothing personal. If you could come perform, if you can, right? I know we all trying to get further. So
absolutely.
I don't take nothing personal. I think I hit you like a month ago. And look, it's a month later. Not other people, y'all. Timing is everything, right? I know he gonna get with me. We from the same.
Nah, like I said, so when you hit the comments and shit, I was like, yo, man, we gotta get Fu up here quick. You know what I'm saying? Like
he said, yo, this is my guy.
It feels good to be like, man, I grew up with this dude. You know what I'm saying? To see you do it good, it's good. And I know you stopped for a while, and then you started again. So that was dope. But I would like to get into maybe some of the reasons why did you? What was the break for? Why did you stop? What was any particular reason?
I definitely had to go sit down, right? So in 2012, I had to go sit down for a minute. We caught a Fed bid.
Okay.
We caught a conspiracy, me and the guys. So coming out of prison, and this ain't even for me, and I always tell, when I'm telling people this, forget me, I'm a grown man. Right. I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's for the young dude, right? So coming out of prison, I felt I ain't have nothing to rap about. I ain't trapping. I ain't busting down mad bread. Like, you're not doing these things no more.
Right.
So what are you rapping about?
You gotta talk about, yeah.
Right? And that was just me. That's personal. Right? But that's why I say, forget me. What about the young dude that feel he got to go do that drill?
Right.
He feel he got to go do this and that just to rap. Like, I was able to figure it out. And I credit some of my guys from the neighborhood, like Poopa, my guys that had sons that was like, yo, fool, like, help my son with the music.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I ain't effing with the music right now.
Right.
And my man wasn't going for it. He's like, yo, help my boy with the music. So I actually got back into it just doing events. Like, nobody knowing I rap, just doing events for other artists. Because I know that grind, like, it's hard to get stages. It's hard to get eyeballs. So if I'm able to provide the infrastructure for others, I'm always about showing love. Like,
facts.
What's coming for
Always
me
been
is
like
coming
that.
for me.
That's dope.
It's nothing nobody could do about
Right, you
that.
can't stop that. Yeah,
It's nothing nobody could do about
But
that.
how good did it feel to come back, though?
Yeah.
Felt
Being
good.
back outside doing music,
Yeah.
it's super fun. Right? Because I wasn't angry, but I just wasn't happy, right? Okay. And everything is good. Life is good. Daughter's good, right? But I just wasn't, and I wasn't
like
doing music.
Like
you missed
I wasn't doing music, right? I'm watching everybody doing music. I'm talking about music. Because everybody, I know I rap, but
because what you were seeing was everyone else. You were doing for everyone else. You weren't doing for yourself. And that's what the music.
And now that we back on the music, right? And that's one thing I didn't want to happen, right? I had minor success, but I never worked hard at this music stuff, right? So, and we're gonna go through mad of it, right?
Let's do it.
At one point in time, right? Even I make the Source unsigned hype, right? How that occurs? My brother's in central bookings with Benzino.
Oh shit!
Right? Like, but he's like, yo, my brother's fire. Now, once they hear the music, they like, oh, all right, he is good. Right? So come in. Right? So that's how we get that. No hard work.
Right.
How we start running with PMD. One of my uncles knew him. Like, yo, my nephew's doing music. Pass him the music. Oh, snap, he good. Bring him through. Right? That was like a 2-year situation. And shouts to P, because I learned a lot, had mad fun, bumped into mad legends, right? Like, it used to be crazy, right? Philly, we had the All-Star game, just dope. Just dope events with P, right? I remember being with P, and it's funny how, yo, it's a showcase. You know who was, yo, so I'm in the showcase. Yo, David Banner is in the showcase. Bone
David
Crusher.
Banner.
Right, Bone Crusher is doing
that was an era. That was an era.
Never scared was
doing I'm Never Scared. Yo,
that shit was
crazy. So all these people, and I'm coming up, but I always was outside. Like, I never, like I said, I didn't know I was the guy. There was nobody to say, yo, we're going to put you
like,
on.
Focus on this shit. Like tunnel vision type shit.
But I ain't know that, right? So we ran with P for like 2 years, had a blast. Fast forward like 07 or 06, we outside crazy.
Right.
Another one of my cousins gets my number. Yo, yo, I need to come pull up on you. He pull up on me. I'm like, cuz, what's up? He like, yo, I just did 10 in the feds. I know you don't know me, right? I just did 10 in the feds, but I'm running around with Akon right now. I was sent to manage him until his manager come home in 2 years.
Oh, shit.
He was like, yo, I just need you to be around. Like, I ain't loaded right now. I heard you up. Like, just be around. So we running around. So I remember the day Akon came to the hood.
That's Akon hot.
In the hood, right?
Oh, man.
So Locked Up is on the radio, but it ain't blow yet. But it's on the radio. So he needed to get a shape up. I take him to one of my mans in the hood, right? I got to get all this love. Right? We out here with Akon, right? So I take him to get a cut by my man, Ant. Boom, boom, boom. Niggas wanted to get some pizza. So we go to the joint on Delancey. Like, I need everybody to see, like, yo, I'm outside with the guy, right? So, mind you, now, Locked Up, but it's fire. I'm like, yo, bro, this
Locked
is
Up.
fire.
That shit was
It was fire.
Summers.
100%.
Right? So,
That's a timeless classic, bro.
yo, I don't hear from my cousin for like 2 years. I'm doing my thing. I'm out, everything, like, so nothing was nothing. Yo, so the next time he hit me, he like, yo, I think we in your hood shooting the video.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, where you at? He like, yo, we on Pit, and I'm like, oh, y'all in the hood. Yo, at the same time, though, I'm in the unsigned hype at this time, right? They shooting the vid on Pit, super exclusive, red carpet up. You got to pick up velvet rope. So I get there, I'm like, yo, cuz, they got rope up. He come get me, pull me in, everybody there. Foxy, Jada. It's just lit. It's just lit. I'm with all the rappers. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
This is where I'm supposed to be.
This is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, my cousin called me the very next day, like, yo, cuz, where you at? You know, I'm moving around. He like, yo, we shooting the Akon and Young Jeezy shit in the South Side. Pull up.
Akon and Young Jeezy.
Yo. So we did that little movement, but I'm outside at all times. There was times I'm up at Daddy house. I remember when I first met Sean, like, I'm like, oh, snap, you Sean.
Yeah.
Like, cause you just like fascinating. I'm like,
right.
And I met Sean in like 2000. I was still coming up. So I'm like, oh, yo, you Sean.
Right.
But we in Daddy's house in Midtown and shit. So
that's crazy.
Just a lot of once you hear, you like, yo, he good.
Right.
But just no hard work. And what really took me all the way to the streets. Now you gotta mind you, I'm inside. But now from the outside looking in, I already seen what happened.
Yeah.
But this is what put me all the way outside. I go try to get the deal up at the Rock.
Okay.
Right? So
The Rock.
Shout out to The Rock.
I'm thinking this is about to happen. I'm thinking this is what I grinded.
Right, this is the moment. This is the moment.
This is what it's for.
Right.
Right, I had a relationship up there. Rest in peace and shouts out to Clark Kent.
Shout out to
right.
Clark Kent. Legendary.
So we go up there. I'm thinking this is a no-brainer. I'm thinking this is just bells and whistles, man.
Yeah.
Like,
we good.
full ink right here.
Right.
Like,
right. Just going through the motion, like whatever. Yeah.
So when that ain't, he like, nah, they like, nah. I'm like, they like, nah.
Yeah.
And he like, fool, don't get it twisted. We just had everybody up here, Murder, Mood, T-Rex, and shouts out to all of them.
Right.
But I'm like, yo, bro, you know, like,
Yeah.
but I won't lie, Clark did something. At the time, I couldn't see it, but yo, and it was a different time, because if it would have happened now, I'd be super lit. But yo, he turned around. He handed me like a stack of CDs.
Yeah.
You gotta mind you what producers is sending their music to the
Clark
Rock.
Right.
No, to the Rock.
Oh, to the Rock, okay.
There was everybody there. Alchemist, Swiss. I'm talking about a stack.
Just Blaze.
He said, yo, get back in the booth. Everything was there.
Yeah.
He like, yo, here, get busy. Come back with another. I'm like, come back with another, man. We going back outside. It's over with.
Yeah.
And I don't even blame them. It was just mentality, right?
He was
but
at that
outside
time.
looking in, what's happening? The Rock is over with.
Right.
Right? I don't know this at the time, but outside looking in, it was over
already
with.
done.
There was no more deals going out.
Right.
There's nobody else getting signed, but it was just a good feeling either way, though, right? It was a good feeling.
You got to a point where most people don't even get there.
Facts.
What I'm getting from it a lot is that you kind of was just like almost kind of looking at rapping like a hobby. Like you just doing it on
it became it because, you know, the streets was
right.
And I said it in one of the rhymes, right? You know that it's true. And once you hear your mom's broke, I can't go write a rhyme. It's time to grind coke.
Yep.
Right? These ain't rhymes. Anything I talk to you about or tell you about, these things was really happening, and we don't blame nobody, right? There were certain people that lived in the crib that didn't trap.
Yeah.
You understand, right? So we don't put it all on. That was just the choices I made, and that was the only way I learned how to skin a cat.
Right.
Now I know more ways, right? The merch, the marketing, the music.
Definitely.
But at that way, that was the only way I was taught, you know, how to get bread, and that's what we did. We don't blame parents, circumstances, environment. Everybody, there was a lot of us in the same environment, right?
Facts.
Choices.
So what do you attribute to now? Right, those lessons you learned now. How do you put those into perspective now with what you're doing now? You know what I'm saying?
And honestly, right, because a lot of my guys are still out there, right? And we same age, and we did the same bids, and you know. But I understand that everybody ain't learned what I learned,
right?
Everybody don't got mama's cooking, right? All I'm really going back to is the teachings I was taught. My moms ain't raised me to be out there. Like I was raised to be the guy, like they used to talk about me crazy in the crib, like you the one, like
you the way,
you know what I mean?
Neo.
We just took it a different way, right? And it feel good to not be out there, because if I was out there, I would have more of my guys. Why some of my guys is working now? Because I'm working, right? Yo, let's go get jobs. A couple of them work with me where we at, right? Doing social work, street homeless, and a serious mental ill population, right?
Salute to that.
Salute to that for sure.
You can lead in different ways, right? I'm just choosing right on. What I just said it in another round, right? Thinking back when I was 20 and I was getting my shine, but what a dummy. It was like the blind leading the blind, right? Ooh. That's all we was doing, right? I choose to lead my people a different way. And the music is still, right? It's still vulgar, it's still what it is. It's just more reminiscent, right? More reflection, more. One thing I learned, you can't tell people what to do if you don't got a way for them. You understand? So I recognize the corners, the curbs, those ain't going nowhere. Right? Those provide a way. And, you know, it was a big thing a couple months back about the streets, and to each his own on people's perspective and thoughts about it. But a lot of people with those views are 10, 15 years removed from it. Of course, it's easy for you to say, F the streets, you ain't got to run back into nobody no more. So it's a lot of, and I understand like both sides of it. For me, I'll never say F the streets. I understand what they are. They are the streets.
Made you,
The streets made you
your ass on the sidewalk.
Right.
Or you could go play around, right? Nobody's moms, or very few moms, told dudes to go jump outside.
On the street,
you jump out there,
What did someone say?
Man, that's the only thing my mother could tell me she could defend me, can't defend me from. Is if the police get their hand on you. Like, there's nothing I can do, baby. Like, so.
What does I heard someone say? What someone say? They said streets are not meant for everybody. That's why they made sidewalks.
That's why they made sidewalks.
Exactly why. But and when you get out there, we all know like what's out there. Unfortunately, people go different routes and take different routes, but many of us know, right? I didn't. What was out there, what was waiting for us. You go take your bid. You come back home. If you choose to indulge, you can't say you don't know no more, right? And that's the thing. That was my first bid I went and did. It was a Fed one. That shit is really I got my master's in there. Like, you get a master's degree in there on business, life, how it's working in the neighborhood, the telling. You just get a master's degree on both sides, right? I had dudes, I got whole blueprints of legit illegal stuff, right? Yo, fool, you want to get home and do hard money lending? Like, man, I don't want to do none of that. I just want to go, I don't want to do none of that.
Fuck out of here.
And so you go there, you get your education, and I'm thankful I went there. I'm not thankful, but
like a blessing inside. You
go get your GED, you come home, you get a degree in business, right? And the reason why business was so easy, every principle was from the streets.
Every principle.
I always say that. The 4 Ps, right? I didn't know I was doing that, and we was doing it, right? Price, positioning, placement, right? Product, right? I didn't have everything. I had this. I wasn't on every block. I was here, right? So, and that's why business class was a breeze.
Nah, it's crazy because you think about it, like, let's say, for the streets, whatever, and it's like, that really is a blueprint for a business plan. It's just, you got illegal products, basically. You know what I'm saying? But if you get a real product,
you can get jammed up with that.
You get a real product and you place that same business plan to it, it can blow up, you know what I'm saying, the right way.
Product, man.
Yeah, man.
I think what happened along the way, and I'll say for me, because I like to use I statements, because I don't know what everybody was going through out there trapping. Like I said, I was the big bro. Right, so ain't nobody teach none of us, right? You see the movies on Bumpy taught Frank and Frank taught them. It wasn't none of that, man. Like, so
you learned it the hard way.
You was the blueprint. You was the blueprint.
You learning.
Yeah.
We copping. You still going up to Broadway to cop, right? Like, it's crazy time, right? We copping when you still used to have to go up on Broadway to get like early. So
across the bridge,
it wasn't nobody gonna teach you the way, right? So same thing with the music. I got my guys that. They let me know that, like, fool, you gotta get active, right? Everybody is just so caught up with their brand that you just gotta get active. And and I'll regurgitate the message that I got from Jermaine Dupri watching he was on one of these podcasts, and sometimes I feel like people talking to you. And he was like, yo, all my guys that's doing hip hop, I know y'all really want to do it. And he was like, yo, you gotta get outside.
Yeah.
Hip-hop happens outside. And for a fact, that's where we've been, right? At all the events we need to be at, right? You can't be everywhere at every time. You try to, stretch your marketing dollars and your presence as much as you can stretch it, right? And that's why we're here on Not a Podcast early, right? We double back when we drop the second project, and then we double back, right? Because this is a 3-part project.
Let's go.
Who is Mr. Wonderful?
I was about to say, let's get into it.
Right, this is a 3-part project. Who is Mr. Wonderful? The man, the myth, the legend, right? And each project is gonna have 7 songs. Again, where that idea came from, watching another OG. I'm watching Wyclef, right? And he was speaking about, don't think when I was recording with Carlos Santana or all these other people, we just did one song. So he was like, nah, I got 7 songs with Carlos Santana, and I got 7 songs with this. Right? So when the GOAT is talking to you, just listen, right? I ain't gotta reinvent the wheel. If 7 songs is suffice for Clef, it suffice for me. Right? It's not too little, not too much.
It's a great sample size.
As I build up my following and listeners and everything, right? It'll get bigger. So this is a 3-part project.
Is it The Man, The Myth, The Legend?
The Man, The Myth, The Legend. And right now we got the man out. 7 songs of goodness. Exclusively on YouTube. Follow the page. Who is Mr. Wonderful on everything. The lead single was done by my guy Andre Betts.
Shout out to Andre Betts.
Another contact I met, right? Coming up outside. Go to his crib, he had plaques for Madonna, and I'm like, yo, I'm just just no hard work, man.
Madonna different.
Madonna different. and you just bump into people, they like the music, and then you get around them, the energy's good, and right. So again, we started recording. I'm like, yo, I'm getting back in. Right. He one of the first people I reached out to, like, yo, Dre, I'm getting back in, right? All my guys, right? I gotta get active. My guy, I first got in the booth with a 9-9. Shout out to Perfect Storm. Yeah. He managing the Mob and MOP, right? They on tour right now. But fool, you gotta be working. Ain't nobody, it's no handout.
Right.
No handout. Right? No, I don't care how much we love you.
Right.
And he's Storm is a big bro of mine. I'll hit him anytime, advice, we backstage. No matter how many times I'm around Havoc, MOP, there's levels to everything. Right. I'm fascinated. Yeah. Like, yo.
Prodigy, man.
This is crazy.
My man right here. Man. Super Mob D, big Mob D fan over here. 100%.
See, with the Keith Haring joint, too.
See that?
Yo, we was so naive in the LES. Yo, we had a bike by this dude.
Yeah.
We had a yellow bike. The whole bike was... And we just riding, not knowing what, just regular Lower East Side. Remember, the whole boys club was done by Keith Haring. Nobody is in some gallery. The whole boys club is in some gallery in New York because naturally Keith did it. So
I didn't even know that.
And speaking of art, right? The artwork for this project, right? Let me get into that. Yeah. So I come out the can in 2017, and there's a family throwing away some artwork, and I'm like, yo, let me get that, right? Like, not that I'm. Right, but
you see,
right?
You appreciate one man's what you appreciate. Garbage, another man's treasure. Yeah,
right. So I'm like, yo, let me just get it. I ain't just want to splash it on clothes, right?
Yeah.
So then, as I start looking at it, you look at the back. The artwork is dated April 1969, right? So I got all these pieces, and that's actually this artwork right here for Who is Mr. Wonderful? That piece is from an unknown artist from the Lower East Side. His name was Mark F. Dunham, right? We're going to make him known. Word. And that piece is from April 1979. Wow. Right? So that's why I tell people, like the whole ecosystem, we create an ecosystem. Right. I want to be in exhibits, right? I want to be in museums, right? With the artwork behind me, right? Telling the story, like, yo, all of this was going to the garbage. I got like a good 100 pieces. So each project I drop will have my cover art will be something from the Mark F. Dunham collection.
I have another question too. You got what's the Mr. Wonderful's corner? Mr. Wonderful's corner?
So Mr. Wonderful's corner. That's just like
the marketing,
everything, and that's the marketing wing of what we do and everything that's inside the world, right? So we got a segment in there called Wonderful's World, right? And that's where I shout out my sister. She owns a restaurant on 70th East 1st Street, right? Lower East Side. It's called Ramen by Ra. And she just got voted number 36. And we would have took every accolade, so we don't downplay any accolade. Facts. If they would have said 36 woman restaurant, we would have happily accepted it, right? If they would have said this is the number 36 black-owned restaurant, we would have accepted. This is the number 36 restaurant in all of New York City. People.
Shout to that.
You know how many
restaurants in New York City.
And y'all know that it was top 50, and she was number 36.
Yo, that's
Ramen by Ra, 70th East 1st Street.
Arguably more than any other place.
Reservations only, and reservations go up every 1st and 15th. Only on Resi. So we like to plug the different things that's going on inside of our world, right? We plug VDD, right? We just like to plug the different things going on in our world, the different events, and things like that, right? So that's what
plug not a podcast, man.
No, we in there, right? Now I got the wing because like I said, our events and the monthly, I definitely want y'all to be a part of that.
100%.
I tell everybody, I don't know everything. I don't got all the ideas. I am one person, and we're trying to build this out. So however y'all want to be a part of the event, April 12th, right? We figure it out and make it happen. You know what I mean? We figure it out.
So one thing I give to him, from what I hear, this is my first time meeting you, and you're very humble, right? And 2, you're realistic. And 3, you want everything to revolve, right? So I like all your stories still goes back to where you came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still trying to big up whoever was there with you and whoever believed in you. And that's fire, man. Like, look, you're here right now where you
right, and that's how this,
you know what I'm saying?
Relationships, right? And that's what you better learn in this game. These relationships going, right? This could blow up, I could blow up, but we double back, right? Either way, whoever blows, right? We double back, right? So that's the beauty of all of this, right? Building ecosystem, and that's how you build a team. And like I said, as I come do the second podcast, my second project, we come here, right? As I get artists on the thing, right? We come here, yo, food we got, right? We got the events and we just build. Yeah. And I learned that from just
the ecosystem.
You can't complain.
The food just become a part of the low.
I mean,
put himself in there.
No complaining. I don't want us. And I got that from the crypto world, right? I went to the big crypto event 2020 at Times Square, right? Okay. It was in Times Square, the big hotel, the Marriott Times Square, right? And I'm coming off the train working, and I see everybody with big passes on. I'm like, yo, it's a crypto event? They're like, yeah. So, you know me, gift for gab. Yo, how much? Yeah, 35. Yeah, all right.
I bet say no more.
Right? So I'm in here, and I'm like, yo, this is lit.
A whole different world.
And I ain't see enough for us.
Yeah.
But I don't complain, right? I'll do my event next year.
Right.
And since then, we've been doing the 3-day crypto event, right when they announced their event. So they already announced their big event, but right now we want to keep everything on April 12th and what we're doing right now. So we got time to come back and get to that, right? Because that's a couple of months down the road. And that's what I try to do, right? I try to stay in sync with they teach us, right? We don't got to reinvent wheels. Right. Everything is right there for us, right? Like, we just got to be spokes on them and make it happen. Figure out how to add value, right? Like, this is my guy, but forward, like, how could you add value to what we're doing?
Right.
You want to get it popping in New York? Get it popping in New York.
I want to.
Yeah, I'm about to get to the books. Yeah.
Real quick, because we're almost at time. But look,
okay.
I want to know about you, real quick. Growing up, who was your favorite artist? Growing up, before you met all these people. Yeah, my bad.
Honestly, so.
I've been wanting to ask
the first project we ever bought, it was Mad of Us, so the dollars had to stretch in the crib. It was 6 boys, right? It didn't matter what you want, didn't matter what you want. We had to take a collective. And the first album we bought was Reasonable Doubt, man.
Shout out to Ho, man.
Like, Ho's been my god.
July 10th, I will be there. Somehow we'll get there.
I don't know if we in or out, but
somehow we will be around there. We feel
somewhere there.
I might be at Billy's listening to this shit. Billy's bar listening to it, but we in there.
Outrageous, the guy. But right, so, you know, coming up in the crib, we listened to everything. Prince, Michael Jackson.
Let's go.
You didn't aspire to be rappers early. You aspired to be singers, right? So we was trying to be New Edition and Boys the Men, because it was 6 boys. So, right, what? Solo rapper? Get out of here. Ain't no solo rapper, man. We
Everybody doing shit by themselves.
You know what I mean? We a group. So, and the only groups you seen at that time was, you know, the singing groups.
Right.
And then it was all the 3-man groups. And still, for whatever reason, I always was like solo. 2 of my cousins would have because I was always right under the groups.
Okay.
Right, so these 2 cousins is 2 years older, they a group.
Gotcha.
Those 2 cousins 5 years older, they right? So I was just dolo.
Right, solo.
So always been solo and able to hold it down.
You're
dolo,
the one, man.
baby.
Mr. Wonderful.
I'm the one, but I'm no penny.
I'm
the one, but I'm no penny.
Yo, so Mr. Wonderful, we want to get to our favorite segment of the show.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's our only segment of the show.
Definitely our only segment.
Favorite segment and the only segment.
It's Boogie's Famous 5. So you can ask you 5 questions. Just give you your best answers, man. Let's go. Ready? Question number 1.
What's your mistake? What's a mistake that taught you the most in your music journey?
A mistake that
taught you the most.
We just spoke about it, and y'all see me do it again, and I gotta not stop doing it, but I do it. That situation with PMD, I was supposed to take that way further.
Yep.
Okay.
The man had a whole house for me to get busy, and I did, but I didn't understand it. Right? I bought everybody. The whole hood was there. 30 people. So he's giving me 1,000, 2,000 every week. But guess what? I gotta pay everybody to get on the peak train.
Right.
When it's time to buy pies, I gotta buy 7. Yeah. Everybody is here.
Right.
So
that 2,000 wasn't really 2,000.
And I don't know this at the time. I don't know this. I know I'm showing love. Whole hood is in the studio.
You thinking that's what you're supposed to do.
We got on the block. I'm thinking this is what I'm supposed to do.
Showing love.
But that was one situation when I sit back, I'd be like, wow. Like,
hindsight's always 20.
Everything was set up. I was set up. He set me up with my own studio, engineer in Long Island, Brentwood, shouts out. Right? But you don't, there's no grudges or regrets, right?
Like, of course, you learn.
It's lessons.
Coming from
Lessons.
It's lesson, right? We don't got the entourage, right?
Right.
And you know, moving and you learn, right? you don't get upset, right? When you're doing things, the guys can't come. We all grown now.
Right,
Everybody ain't 15 where I could get 50 of us to go mob. And, right. So you got to have confidence in yourself. And this gives me confidence, guys. I won't lie.
Let's
like,
go.
not saying if y'all you don't find the confidence, but y'all hitting me right now is more, right? Like, boom, we moving, right? I got things to show my guys. Like, yo, we working,
This
right?
is what we doing, yeah.
We working,
and,
right?
And to say that, like, we wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? We, obviously we grew up together, love, but we wouldn't bring you on the show if we have nothing to bring to the show.
We
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So
understand that you do have something that we do value it, and we all happy to be. You know what I'm saying? Facts. All right, question number 2.
If your business had a theme song, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Facts.
Had a theme song. Dang, my regular theme song, and I played it earlier, man.
What is it?
50 Cent, I'm the man, man. I play that, and it gives me a zone that it just puts you in the zone, right? Like,
that's the theme song.
Because you gotta give yourself the confidence. Before I walk in here, right, I let myself, before I go in the booth, right, you tell yourself, like, yo, bro, you gotta, right, because you gotta believe. You send that energy out and through the waves, and people pick up that energy. So, yeah, when I'm listening to that, you get your walk is different, right? They don't know what I'm going through on the train, but I'm like, man.
All right, nice. Question number 3.
What purchase under $100 helped you with music?
Under $100. Yeah. Honestly, one of my best purchase, and see, I'm gonna be able to watch this back and be like, Mr. Wonderful, you say honestly a lot. We don't think you're lying, baby. We don't think you're lying, baby.
Mr.
I'll probably go with sunflower seeds, man.
Okay.
Sunflower seeds, and I'll put like, you go to the neighborhood, the whole neighborhood eats sunflower seeds. The kids, everybody. I
love that.
They good walking.
Plain or
regular, exactly. Plain or barbecue cheese, all that bullshit.
The ranch cheese. I eat the shell.
I fuck with the barbecue shit.
Plain sunflower seeds, right?
Shit good.
All right, question number 4.
What's your favorite plate of food that you could eat every day?
Let's go. Let's talk about that.
Like every day.
Every day?
Respectfully.
Every day? See,
sunflower seeds.
I can go with some soul food every day.
Ooh,
I can go with some mac and cheese.
Now we want to know what the plate.
Some mac and cheese, some yams, right?
Let's go.
Okay.
Some mac and cheese. Give me some yams. A little potato salad.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right. What we gonna do for the carne?
For the
carne, we probably go with a nice roast pork.
Ooh,
It's a roast pork in our joint.
Yo,
top answer.
It's the same difference. Roast pork. Right. But yeah,
that's fire.
You can't say carne and I say pernil.
I know what we have, baby. Adios.
We found out that pernil and roast pork was the most common thing.
Number one answer for the cross the border.
For every show, literally.
Younger, we probably did the moms made you do the baked chicken, but now we grown. We're like, nah, keep the we can have that every time.
I want that shit.
Keep the pernil going every time.
All right, question number 5.
If you could collaborate with one artist,
dead or alive,
who would it be?
Honestly, since it's gonna happen, right? We throwing it out there.
That's fuck I'm talking about. Let's go.
I always knew, and it's funny in my rhymes. I used to say it, right? Right now, hopefully, I'm just eating my Cheerios, hoping I'm the one that Hov said is eating a cereal.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get around the rock, man. We gonna get around it. Like,
let's go.
That's been like, and that's my guy, right? The music.
You hear that?
And it's funny, a lot of. As we be around each other, there's people that's gonna tell you like, yo, they need to give you some of that marketing, man. Like, you've been around the guys since 9-6. I'm talking about wars, like. It wasn't like some of my guys was heavy Mob Deep.
Right.
There was a crew on my block. They was a crew, so you already know all crews was heavy Wu-Tang.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Heavy Wu-Tang. Brooklyn dudes was heavy Biggie, right? So it wasn't like Hov was just the guy to go with.
I feel like LES, y'all getting paid out in LES. I don't know what y'all got going on over there.
Yeah, they get everybody all the time about Hov, man.
Hov fans.
All of them.
You know, like LES. You know, like 5 of us.
He was able to cross over.
Hey, hold on, and y'all all Hov fans.
It's crazy how he was able to like cross over into the L,
crazy,
right?
Facts, man.
Like he really. And I remember that. I remember that 9-6 time, right?
Facts. That was
the crew down there. They heavy Wu-Tang, right? Heavy Mob Deep. Shout out to my guys from the Hill.
Yeah,
let's go.
Heavy Biggie Smalls, right? It was.
Facts.
And even now, like not everybody, gonna say Hovis, but for me, that would be like a dream joint,
collab,
right? And we let Kanye produce it, and we just get crazy, right?
Let's do it.
Y'all do something all the same, yo.
All right, so that's Boogie's Famous 5, man. You did a great job. So before we close out the show, what we like to do is, if you got anything you want to promote, anybody you want to shout out, here's your time to do it, man. Shout out.
Yo, first and foremost, let's shout out, because this is not a podcast. We just shooting a Willy Bobo.
Yeah, that's all
right.
we doing,
So this ain't not a podcast. So definitely appreciate them for even having me. But definitely shout outs to the Jones Nation, right? That's me, and we ain't get into all of that, right? But this lady adopted like 14 of us. So shout out to the whole Jones Nation, and everybody that done gave me confidence in myself to get back into music, right? We back outside. The project is everywhere. It's doing exactly what I needed to do. The event is April 12th. My sister's restaurant is going well.
Let's go.
Nobody's up north. Nobody's doing no serious time.
Facts.
Right? Everything is good, man. Everything is good.
Man. That's what it is, man. You already know.
Everything is good.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Holly Bugs.
Yeah, it's your boy Watts.
It's your boy Grizzly Green.
And this is not a podcast.
Mr. Wonderful in the
Wonderful in the building. And he outside. Let's go.
See you April 12th.
This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.